NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Clippers in Los Angeles. For Los Angeles, they know this is not your throwaway game, a team they defeated in the second round of last year's playoffs. They'd better be ready. Already in this new year, we've seen several teams establish themselves as frontrunners. Shaq, how hard will it be for them to keep up the momentum?
Ernie, it's a long season. Injuries, trades, anything can happen. One more long. You just got to take care of your business. The rest takes care of itself.
Well, you know what? Every team does hit a rough patch in a long season. So how you respond is ultimately how you dictate your success.
Wow, Kenny, you sound like a politician over there.
Oh, no question. Vote for me tomorrow.
That'll do it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Let's meet the visiting team, Houston Rockets. At small forward, Trevor Ariza. At center, Jordan Hill. At the other forward position, Donatas Motiejunas. At point guard, Ty Lawson. At the other guard position, James Harden. The head coach of the visiting team is Kevin McHale. And now, the starting lineup for your Los Angeles Clippers. At guard, 6'5" from Michigan, number 11, Jamal Crawford. Man in the middle, 6'11", from Texas A&M, number 6, DeAndre Jordan. And at forward, 6'10", from Oklahoma, number 32, Blake Griffin. At guard, 6 foot from Wake Forest, number 3, Chris Paul. At small forward, at 6'9", number 78, Free. Doc Rivers is the head coach for your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, Los Angeles Clippers.
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Los Angeles, the home of the Clippers, the Staples Center. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played, but they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
I'd venture to guess, Greg, that if that game was played in their building instead of on the road, they win it.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Motiejunas out there with Hill. And it's Lawson in at the 1. Now here's Paul. After Motiejunas' miss, Griffin dishes to Freak. Can't cash in from close range. Clippers on defense. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Greg, would you suspect a little bad blood or bad feelings from the opposing side? They better be ready to scrap. What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Crawford drives in. Sweet little floater.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the San Antonio Spurs.
And a couple guys got hot early, and then it became contagious. You could see that everybody kind of pitched in when it came to shooting.
Exactly right, Greg. I mean, normally there's a hot shooter. The defense can kind of lock into that guy and then let somebody else get some shots. But that wasn't even an option in that game because everybody was on fire.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Here's Griffin. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
To the middle. Moniunas with the steal. Paul against Lawson. Right side Hill. Puts it up from 17. Count that one.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Rockets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Lawson with it. Chris Paul covering. There's a screen by Moniunas. It's Harden with the drive. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Freak kicks to Crawford. 9 feet out. Here's Freak. Nails the baby hook.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. That's to a reason. They set the pick. There's a screen by Moniunas. Harden, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Freak. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Crawford kicks to Paul. Back to Crawford. Takes the 3. There's Freak. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
And so it's Houston with it. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here's Moniunas. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Now here's Paul. He picked up 18 points in their last win against San Antonio.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Lawson. Lawson is doubled. Right side Hill. Shoots from 8. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. For Houston, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clippers trail by 3. Paul with the ball. Crawford outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crawford's got 5.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Lawson with it. He's picked up by Paul. On the wing, Harden. Down low. Moniunas, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Here is Harden after the basket by Los Angeles. And Moniunas with the basket on the assist by Harden. Moniunas has got his second bucket of the night. And here is Paul. Griffin a screen on Lawson. There's Crawford with the three. Hill gets the rebound.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
From about 19 feet, that one wide left.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Dishes to Griffin. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him, and the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Los Angeles making a switch. Rockets trail by 6. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Hill is out there with Zeller, and it's Ariza in at the 3.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Brink. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs got down to business. He had 67 points and stuffed the stat sheet with a double-double. A standout effort all around. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance. For him and for us, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Now the pass to Ariza. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Ariza's got his first bucket of the night. Ball against Beverly. Paul passes to Freak. Jordan with a screen on Beverly. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Houston making a switch here. Lawson's checked in. Rockets trail by 9. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Ariza. Kicks to Hill. Zeller dishes to Lawson. 6 to shoot. It's tipped and stolen by Redick. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Paul. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Redick kicks to Paul. He dishes it to Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Hill. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Clippers?
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything. And
Los Angeles leading by 7. Paul kicks to Holiday. And there's the feed to Ezeli. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Paul passes to Pierce. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight. Harden with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Ariza goes in. That's good. Ariza's got his second bucket of the night.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Got a piece of it. Holiday dishes to Pierce. Here's Freak. It's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mona Eunice. J.J. Barea is checked in for Paul. And a switch here also for Houston. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for James Harden. Here's Holiday. They get a hand on it. Brewer with the steal. And the foul called on Freak. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Beverly. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And it's blocked. Now here's Pierce. He kicks it to Barea. Lets it go from 14. Good. Barea's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Here's Levine, guarded by Holiday. Levine kicks to Beverly. It's stolen by Barea. Now Holiday. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Beverly with a screen on Pierce. Back to Ariza. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 6 rebounds in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Levine. Another miss by Houston. Los Angeles leading by 13. Here's Holiday. And stolen by Ariza. Here's Levine. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And now the Clippers on the break. Barea with the ball, and that one's good. Free.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Ariza has the open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Ariza's got 7 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Inside, here's Freak. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
That one goes. Count it.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry, and you're right on that, but these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire. They've yet to find the match.
These teams were last season's best passers. The squads with the most assists. The Clippers number 1. The Rockets 4th.
Both teams really good at passing the basketball. You look at the numbers from a season ago, very unselfish.
Clippers leading by 11. 1:14 left here in the second. Barea with it. Pierce with a screen on Beverly. Puts up a 3. And Pierce gets it to go on the assist by Barea. Pierce has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
Rockets trail by 14. Levine passes to Beverly. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Freak's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Griffin's checked in for the Clippers. The Clippers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And that one's good. Freak.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's Levine. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Here's Beverly. That time, also a missed shot.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
And 2 rejections.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Freak in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Good on both. The Rockets shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Modiunas, a screen on Crawford. It's Harden with the drive. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The Rockets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He misses the free throw. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Offensive rebound, Freak, and he jams it with authority.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Pick up by Hill. Fires the 3, and James Harden with the 3. Harden's got 9 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And the foul called on Freak. That will be foul number 5 on him.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
Griffin dishes to Paul. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Griffin. Paul's got 5.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the 3-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Feeds it to Freak. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Freak's got 26 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
The dish to Ariza. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Freak. It's rebounded by Houston. Moniunas has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Great D that time from Freak.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And checking out the stats for Chris Paul. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 16 points a game, 16 assists and 4 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
Well, you want a guy to come in who knows how to run the offense intelligently, and that's exactly what he does. Kind of like how you ran things, Greg.
Houston making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. He said their plan was run their offense through James Harden. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris. The Rockets have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier. And he's good on the second.
So far in the game for Hill, 10 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on it.
Lawson has the open look. Connects from three-point range. Lawson's got 5 points so far.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Paul kicks to Freak. Jordan the pass to Paul. He feeds it to Freak. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Harden's shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Paul goes in. Deep two from Crawford. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Freak number 1.
Well, anytime you can be the player that leads the league in scoring or you're the top scorer, that's a huge accomplishment and something to be proud of.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Here's Paul. He has 5. Passes it to Freak. Back to Paul. Pass to Freak. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Jordan Hill.
That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent.
Sure
and
is.
guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Hey, guys, but how about the positioning there when the shot went up? Beautiful.
Here's Griffin, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
They've had difficulties the way Griffin has been playing. He has 8 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Dishes to Zeller. The shot is off. Griffin with some nice D. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Now here's Freak, guarded by Harden.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Hill throws it down.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
There's the pick. Paul dishes to Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Free throw line jump shot, and the shot is good. Griffin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
For Lawson. He had a strong showing last season. 12th in three-point field goal percentage. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And who could guard him out there last season? I mean, defenders tried to body up on him, play a little physical, but time and time again, he drilled the triple anyway.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Trevor Ariza. L.A. has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Griffin a screen on Lawson. Paul kicks to Griffin. And there's the pass to Freak. Baseline J on the way. Rockets with the rebound.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And the foul called on Freak. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Well, fortunately for him, it really doesn't matter anymore. They've got this thing sold up. Just sit back and enjoy.
So the Clippers with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Blake, tell us about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was a ton of intensity on the floor.
Yeah, that's something we talked about. You know, we talked about not being complacent, settling for jump shots, talked about getting to the hole and playing stuff on defense, and I thought that's what our guys did tonight.
Thanks for your time, Blake. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now,
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game. What'd you think, Shaq?
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show. But not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Something lit a fire under him tonight. He was getting after it. Every chance he got, he went to the bucket, and I mean hard. You got to love to see a player with that kind of killer instinct. I wonder how many dunks he wound up with tonight. I lost track after like 20.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
Okay, we're going to get up and down now. I need you all to compete at a high level. Coaches.
Now let's go.
Get Marcus.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Get Crawford.
Come on. Let's hear it.
Hey, get your mom!
All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tip-off coming up shortly from Smoothie King Center as the New Orleans Pelicans will be going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, they remain undefeated to start the season, a perfect 7-0. They really couldn't have dreamed up a better way to kick off the campaign. We're going to get to see Chris Paul in action tonight, and as we all know, he's such a great all-around point guard, but he's also one of the most efficient players when it comes to scoring, Jet.
Yeah, because he doesn't get baited, Ernie. He doesn't take bad shots no matter what the situation is. His shots he shoots like a super high percentage later in his career. That's not normal. Typically, you start shooting less and shooting worse as you get older, but he's shooting better as he gets older.
And he's a master of slowing down and then speeding up to keep the defender on the skates. He uses that stutter step move, Kenny. People falling and slobbering and acting crazy.
Yeah. Sounds like Ernie last night.
Love this guy when he dribbles the ball.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ernie again.
Excuse me. Kevin Harlan standing by, along with the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Earlier in the season, the New Orleans Pelicans ended up losing their last game in this matchup against the Clippers.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Freak in at the 3, the small forward. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. And he throws it down hard with one hand. And you're in the NBA, time becomes your most precious resource. And apart from what I hear, Freak has been making the most of it by getting in extra work when he can.
Well, it's not always easy to find time to do all the things you want as an NBA player, but it's nice to hear, really encouraging to hear that Freak values honing his skills as much as anything else. You've got to keep that a priority when you're an NBA player.
Let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
He knows a big part of winning this game will come down to how well they can guard Blake Griffin. He said it all comes down to positioning and preventing him from getting inside, both on and off the ball. And guys, he's willing to concede some open jump shots to Griffin to do that. We'll see if Griffin can make him pay for it. Back to you. Thanks again, Doris.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. And Jordan sends it back. The pass to Paul. Crawford kicks to Griffin. From 11 feet away. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Evans outside. It's blocked. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. That's good. Crawford's got his first basket of the night.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Holiday dishes to Davis. Crawford against Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Clippers #1.
The way these guys move the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness, and that's why we saw those great assist numbers a season ago.
It's stolen by Davis. Ahead, here's Holiday. Finished off the break. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
All up top, guarded by Holiday. Griffin passes to Freak, and he jams it with authority.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against Memphis.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. I mean, amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
Here's Paul, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Griffin kicks to Freak. Evans with some nice D.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Holiday dishes to Gordon. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And that one's good. Freak.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Evans. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Here's Paul. 14 points from him the last game against Houston.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Here is Davis after the Clippers pick up 2. To the paint and stolen by Freak. Puts it up from 12. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Crawford.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here is Davis. He picked up 27 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Kept alive. Second chance shot. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Pelicans shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
At the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. And here is Paul. Clock at 6. To the left wing, and a wide open look for Freak. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists tonight. Outside Holiday. Pass to Gordon. Outside Davis. Right side Gordon. The wide open look here for Holiday. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Paul for 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team.
Well, let's take a look at where New Orleans ended up rank-wise in the league last year, Kevin. 4th in 3%. They were 6th in field goal percentage. And they were in the top 10 in team scoring as well. This is a team that prides itself on its offensive firepower. And they get it done at that end of the court.
And talking about their three-point percentage, really a hallmark, I think, of successful offenses in today's NBA. And they use that shot to a devastating effect all season long.
Scooped up. Here's Davis. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Now, here's Paul. He has 5. There's the feed to Freak from deep. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
And Mills kicks to Ashik. They set the screen. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Again, the miss by Gordon.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
And now look at Patty Mills here. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Pondexter comes in for Davis, and it's Chalmers in for Eric Gordon. And here is Los Angeles now. The Pelicans make their last shot. Azili, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the night. And he makes the first. J.J. Barea is checked in for Los Angeles. And so Azili nails both of them. So it's the Pelicans now. 9-point game. Mills passes to Ashik. Down low. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now here's Barea, covered by Mills. And that one's good. And the Clippers lead by 8.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
And here's Anderson for 3. Cannot hit. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
And here's Mills from the arc, and that one's good. Mills has got his second basket of the night.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
There's the pick. Freak dishes to Barea. Pierce inside the three-point line. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Now, here's Chalmers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Now, here's Barea, defended by Chalmers. Here's Azili. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead. Here's Mills, guarded by Barea. And Mills kicks to Anderson. The dish to Mills. Back to Anderson. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Barea. And Freak throws it down.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team.
Pelicans trail by 11. Mills in the corner, fires the three, and it's Freak with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Takes a three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Pondexter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. DeAndre Jordan, number 1. Freak, 3rd.
You know, everyone on that great season, an outstanding season, and had a few things been different, their order on the list could have been reversed. I mean, a trade happens or doesn't happen, maybe an injury to a key player. Any of that could have affected where these guys ended up on the list.
Here's Barea. The Pelicans make their last shot. Azili. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in. Azili's got 6.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint. Really at both ends of the floor.
And the rejection by Azili.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And the shot is good.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Feeds it to Barea. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. And Freak throws it down.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Now here's Mills. 14 points from him the last game against Memphis.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Ashik, no good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And it's Freak missing. Kicks it to Pondexter. Mills passes to Pondexter. And stolen by Reddick.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans.
Hey, talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was born to play the point guard position.
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged, so I've never had to play power forward or center on anybody's team. I've been passing and getting into the lane, dishing the ball off to a teammate, helping people score my entire career.
Vertically challenged. That's classic coming from Chris Paul. But, you know, seriously, most of what he's got, a terrific player.
Really, and you know what? He's actually turned that challenge on his head when he goes right at much bigger players and uses their size against them.
Welcome back, everyone, to lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Freak in at the 3 slot. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets had a huge game. He finished with 30 points and also dominated with his excellent defense and rebounding. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
A shot by Paul, nobody around. Drains it from beyond the arc. Paul's got 8.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
There's a screen, and Holiday kicks to Evans. And stolen by Freak. Moving it up. Here's Griffin, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one's on Evans. The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And Freak throws it down.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
On defense, the Clippers. That's good.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yes, very, very impressed with how much more alive they look here to get back in it.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Inside. Here's Gordon. Poked away, and Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Holiday gets the bucket.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
And guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue. And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Great showing for him last season. Second in blocks, 7th in rebounding, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And like you said, just a notch below the leader in blocks last season. He gives a tremendous effort denying shots. Absolutely one of the best rim protectors in the league.
Now here's Jordan after Eric Gordon's miss and the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
And that's Evans penetrating. Here's Ajinça. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
He used that pick to perfection. And that's 11 points for Chris Paul.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here is Holiday. He had 10 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
Jordan, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Jordan's got his second basket of the night.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Freak kicks to Paul. It's stolen by Davis. Over in the corner, Ajinça. Davis dishes to Evans. Gordon goes in. No good. Great D that time from Jordan. Clippers leading by 15. Here's Freak. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Beautiful reverse. He got his glide on and left the D in the rearview mirror.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Clippers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Free throw good. Freak. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Knocked loose. Now here's Paul. 11 points in the game. Pass to Freak. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
Pelicans trail by 20. Gordon the pass to Holiday. Here's Evans. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Paul goes in. It's deflected. Gordon against Paul. Gordon dishes to Holiday. No luck. The Clippers go the other way with it. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Griffin kicks to Holiday. Here's Jordan. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Anderson's checked in. But they'll get another chance. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Davis, the pass to Evans. From deep three-point range. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Chris Paul, 4th.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Omer Ashik. He's checked in for Evans. And it's Mills in for Drew Holiday.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Jordan the screen. Passes to Freak. And Holiday kicks to Jordan. To the inside. Here's Freak. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Now here's Mills. 6 points for him. Outside, Davis. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Guarded by Holiday. Looking to end his cold spell. Good on the jump shot. 6 points for Eric Gordon.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Now here's Mills. Following the miss by Freak. Here's Anderson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Ashik. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And stolen by Jordan. Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Griffin. Rebound Ashik.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Mills passes to Anderson. The three. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
They're having much more success here in the second. After missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
Now here's Paul. 11 points in the game. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
It's deflected. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Chalmers comes in for Eric Gordon. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Jordan. Pierce comes in for Blake Griffin. J.J. Redick's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Barea subbed in for Paul. Clippers with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot. Barea kicks to Pierce. He feeds it to Freak. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Freak's got 35 in the game.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinders, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line. The Pelicans have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And here is Los Angeles now. Barea dishes to Pierce. And Freak throws it down.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And, guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Pierce inside the three-point line. The offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
And he sinks the second. So it's the Pelicans now. And Mills kicks to Ashik. Dishes it to Mills. No good on the 3.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's Barea. 8 points his last outing. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. He's coming off an excellent season. First in scoring, first in rebounding. And lest we forget, the most prolific shot blocker in the game. Number 1 in blocks per last season.
Yeah, and that's what made him number 1 last year. You can't stop him, and you really can't contain him.
Here's Pondexter. 5 points in the game. Here's the screen. And Chalmers kicks to Anderson. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 7 rebounds in the game. Redick passes to Barea. Pelicans with the rebound.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And the pass to Mills. Back to Chalmers. Launches a 3. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. For New Orleans, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. The free throw drops for Chalmers. Jordan, he's checked in for Azili. Both shots good from the stripe. Clippers leading by 19 points. Barea kicks to Jordan. Redick dishes to... Look at that!
Boy, you got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man down.
You know, Clark, and even then, he might just go over it.
He could.
Look at this. Check out the elevation he gets.
Amazing. Wow, I tell you, I just cannot get enough of those kind of plays. What a rim wrecker.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer, Pondexter. Pelicans keep it alive. Over to the wing. Now, here's Chalmers. He's covered closely. Out to the right wing. From the arc, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Clippers lead by 9.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Paul. And Chris, you guys came out of the gates blazing, but cooled off a bit later on. What happened out there?
Well, we came out with a lot of energy, but in the second quarter, it died down a little bit. You know, it's real. Everybody's very excited. You know, our team's excited, their team's excited, officials excited. You know what I mean? So we just got to calm down and play a little bit.
Chris, thank you so much. Kevin, in this league, you've got to sustain those hot starts.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Okay, guys, tremendous work in the first half. These fans haven't had a thing to cheer about. Let's talk about how to keep it going. We are firing on all cylinders. I couldn't be happier. Defense, offense, you name it. We've done it. Tremendous performance from all of you. I do like that we limited our turnovers. We weren't careless with the ball or making unforced errors. So.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I'll tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Evans and Davis the forward tandem. And it's Ajinça in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Davis setting the pick for Gordon. Back to Davis. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Davis has got 11 points.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And Paul gets it to go in.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Pass to Evans. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Tyreke Evans. Inside, Freak. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
90 seconds now into the second half. Ball against Holiday. Evans with it. 6 points for him. He feeds it to Davis. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jordan's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. It's deflected. It's stolen by Davis. Evans with it. Out defended by Freak. Here's the teardrop. Los Angeles leading by 22. Griffin attacking. Here's Freak. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Ajinça kicks to Evans. Crawford with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Crawford leading the charge. Paul outside. Griffin attacking. There's Freak. Soft touch off the glass. Freak's got 48.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Anthony Davis. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. And the basket by Gordon.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Clippers in second.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Up top, Griffin. Jordan the pass to Freak. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Freak's got 50 points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Evans dishes to Ajinça. Soft touch off the glass. Ajinça's got 6.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Holiday with it. Chris Paul covering for 3. Gordon. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night. Here's Paul. 13 points in the game. Here's Griffin. They get it again. Here's Freak. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Crawford outside. He kicks it to Griffin. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Griffin's got 6 points. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Good on the shot. 10 points for him.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Paul against Holiday. Kicks it out to Crawford. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Gordon. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
Greg, they sure have. I mean, maybe it hasn't helped put them in front, but they're clearly better off playing up-tempo basketball.
And that one's good. Freak.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Outside Holiday. The feed to Gordon. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Freak with it. Evans picks him up for three. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Freak. 16 points for Chris Paul.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
New Orleans moving it around. Gordon kicks to Davis. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Evans with some nice D. Paul outside. The dish to Freak. Goes back up. Again, Los Angeles.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Gordon kicks to Davis. Feeds to Evans. Down low. And it's blocked by Jordan. Here's Crawford. Goes back up, and Davis sends it back.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. The Pelicans have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. First free throw is good.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? 8 rebounds, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Omer Ashik, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Anderson comes in for Tyreek Evans. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Mills in for Drew Holiday.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Davis. J.J. Barea checked in for the Clippers. The three from Mills, but they recover it.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Here's Freak.
Here to check out the numbers for Barea. How he did last season. Last year averaged 7 points a game, 5 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes. Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Back to Anderson. And he uses the glass on the way. Anderson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
There's a screen. The kick out to Pierce. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
In the corner, Ashik with it. Kicks to Pondexter. Pass to Mills. He dishes it to Chalmers. Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And Patrick Mills gets the three. Mills has got 9 points.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up. Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving them there.
New Orleans has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And Chalmers kicks to Mills, passes it to Ashik. To the paint, dishes it to Pondexter. No good on the triple. Los Angeles has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Pierce with a screen for Reddick. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Freak throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
This one for 3. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist.
For 3.
Barea's got his 7th assist in the game.
He's found a rhythm here in the third quarter, Kevin, and his confidence is palpable. You can feel it. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be falling.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 19-7 run. 54 seconds left to play in the third. He feeds it to Griffin. To the middle. Here's Freak. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And Mills kicks to Anderson. Now here's Mills, guarded by Barea. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. To the wing on the left. Deep 2 from Pondexter. Reddick with the rebound.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
For Los Angeles, they have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts. Free throw good. Freak.
All day.
And both free throws good from Freak.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
And here's Anderson from the arc, and he gets it to go. Anderson's got 5 points in the quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Clippers ahead as they wrap up the third quarter with a big 11-3 run. And do not go away. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And the Clippers with a change here too. Freak's checked in. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at small forward. Pierce is out there with Festus Ezeli. Then there's J.J. Barea, and it's Crawford at the 2 spot. Barea kicks to Freak. It's stolen by Davis. For the finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Pondexter comes in for Anderson, and it's Chalmers in for Eric Gordon. Pierce, the pass to Ezeli. Crawford outside. The pass to Freak. And that one's good.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
There's a screen. Here's Davis, and it's blocked.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Free throw good. Freak.
2 shots.
And both free throws good from Freak. So the Clippers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline.
Well, all night long you were able to control the glass. A visibly winded warrior here. How were you able to get so many shots that came off the iron?
I try to be quick off my feet, basically. As long as I bump my guy, throw my bounce a little bit, I can start to head over, grab boards. I know it's a big part of what our team needs, and I'm happy to provide it.
Wow, Kevin, not sure what to do with that one.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11. And the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined. He did the work of 3 players out there tonight and got the points to prove it.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.